I think we should be on. Hello. Yep, we're good. Good morning, folks. Happy Sunday.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Have Danny roll with a little howdy doody.
Howdy doody. All right.
Shout out a little bit about yourself, Danny.
I will. Well, I started. Oh, hang on. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hang on. Technology.
Yeah, we gotta.
Howdy doody. I got to figure out how to shut this off.
Just turn the volume all the way down, then you'll be.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I got it. There we go.
Gotcha.
So yeah, good morning. A little bit about me for those who don't know who I am and why my strange tarot name. I started reading cards about. Well, I got my first deck about 35 years ago. Put it down. Played with it a little bit. Put it down. Got all busy. Whenever I got into like big trouble with just the energy that was going around me, I'd pick it up again, try to figure out why all this stuff was happening. And truly, that's not the right time to be pulling cards when, your life is going crazy. There's just too much emotion to it. And had another life event with a family member that I got thrust into and pulled the cards out again. And from that point on, and that was about 6 years ago, that I really started getting into looking at the cards, working on spirituality and my growth. And I retired, moved to the Central Coast of California, and hooked up with some amazing people. And from there, it just took off. You just start reading every day, and I've been now reading every day for about the last 4 years. So, it's all such a learning experience every day, just growing and growing, and that's my story. I think I'll stick to it.
Thanks, Dolores. Excellent.
Well, welcome, Danny.
Thank you.
Why
Thank you all.
How did you get the name Bathrobe?
Oh, so a friend of mine, I had to go down south to help him out to sit his dogs, and he gave me a bathrobe. He sent me 2 bathrobes, one for my wife, one for me, and I'm like, that's kind of like a strange gift. And he was one of the first people on my channel, along with Scott, that I didn't know about. And so I was reading for him, and I said, look, I'm in your bathrobe. I'm the Bathrobe Tarot. And because I do read in the morning, and because of COVID, I wasn't going out anywhere. So I said, I'm just going to be comfortable. So that's how it got started. And next thing I know, I mean, my subscriber count just jumped, and thank you all for that. And so Bathrobe Tarot.
Excellent. Yeah, I've always been debating whether I should use my name or whatever, but originally, I don't know, back in the 2000s, I tried a reader online group called Keen. Where you're on call, you take calls through Keen. They take a lot of money, but I use Spiritual Essence as my name. I was thinking about using that, but then I decided I'll put it as this, using my middle name actually. But anyway.
Yeah.
I like that Spiritual Essence. That sounded kind of cool.
I know, I've been thinking about adding it, but that was my name, and it's still there, but I never log in. But yeah, Spiritual Essence was my first thing I tried and used.
There you go. You could debut your new name.
Then everyone will forget who I am.
No, you put Scott Allen Essential after your name.
Spiritual Essence.
Yeah,
that could work. Yeah. All right, quickly before we get into readings, people were interested in seeing my Switzerland cow painting. So it's an actual painting, pre-1900. And it was a gift from a family member or someone from Switzerland, and kind of signed in the back of where it came from, Swiss, Canton Glarus, cousin, and then to my grandpa and his son. So it's a painting. Someone asked, it looks like a picture, but it's an actual painting, and it's no date, but it's pre-1900 for sure. Don't know when. But that's kind of like the way the Swiss cows were that, with the bell, and I got a bell at home here, but that's my painting from there. Got anything you want to show today?
Yeah.
Show and tell, Sheila? Just
My
your
big hair.
In the hair. Everybody says you
In the
have
hair.
beautiful hair like Sheila. That's what they said. Like, Danny's got beautiful hair like Sheila.
I got a ways to go.
We are the gray-haired bunch.
Yeah.
The senior citizens. Hey, wait. That's not good.
Who feel like we're 20.
There
Yeah,
we
you
go.
gotta
We're the
figure that.
20-year-olds. We're the youthful
Yeah.
seniors. There we go. The youthful seniors.
Right.
Cool, Yvonne. Yvonne was born and raised in Switzerland. Hey, maybe we're cousins or something, right?
All right.
All right. You want to throw out your first question there, Sheila?
Oh, I thought Danny was.
No, I was going to go with you.
Go with me? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if Barr's going to show up on Tuesday.
Barr showing up to Tuesday.
And then the second caveat to that is, are they going to do anything about it? And let me read it. The whole question is, and this is from Meg Garrow. I hope I'm saying that right. The question is will Barr show up on Tuesday? Will there be anything done? And will they defund his departments? So let's go with, will Barr show up? What do you think?
I'm feeling pretty negative in my body about it before I even throw cards. I don't think so. The cards have to say, hi, hot chicken wheels, test Sam.
Hi, Footprint. Hi, Chrissy.
Oh, Chrissy's in the house.
I think so. Yeah, everybody's saying hi to her. So, hey.
Action. Wow. I think I'm getting part 2 of your story, Sheila. I don't think he's going to show up, but I'm not seeing it in the cards. I'm seeing more of action with the magician defunding him and whatnot. Because I got the ace and aces and being judged. The magician, which would be the leader of that committee, whoever he's seeing, I can't remember, the judicial with Nadler. Ace of swords, ace of wands, bunch of action being taken because they're tired of it. Here's your defunding with a page of coins, the chariot, they're going to do it. Judgment on the DOJ and Barr. I don't think, so it says nothing in here about him showing up. It's just about the action that's going to happen. That's what flew out in my cards.
Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, I too got the judgment card. So he is going to be judged, but I've got him underwater. There we go. I've got him underwater trying to juggle some things. And, you know, again, it's about money. So this may go to part 2. here's him taking stock. And again, to me, this card was just saying he's juggling so much stuff. He's hunkering down. He's so embattled with this. But then we got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Coins and Judgment. So as far as him showing up, I'm getting a sense that he will, but he's not going to be saying anything. You know, he's going to be spinning everything. So whether he shows up or not, he's still not showing up. He's still not saying anything.
Very good point.
He's just hiding everything.
He hasn't before. I guess I should have asked if he's physically showing up, not mentally.
Yeah. Yeah, but either way, he's going to be judged, and it's not going to be good for him. So he's not going to come off as good.
Definitely a lot of action cards with mine. What do you got, Sheila?
And that's
what I got. Actually, it was the weirdest thing. I've never had it before. Is the sun and the moon showing up right next to each other? And I think I picked up on what Danny was like. The sun will see him, but the moon, he'll be lying, right? He's not going to be doing anything. And then I got the Three of Cups, where he's going to have support on the Republican side. So everybody's going to start talking about how they support what he's doing, and they're going to defend him a lot. However, the Chariot, the Five of Swords, and Justice showed up. So the Chariot is quickly, that's going to be smashed. The Five of Swords, the narrative is going to retreat, and then Justice. So maybe there's going to be something, but or the planning of something of his Justice, and the Emperor. So it is Congress, it is government.
Wow.
So,
I don't know. I just threw a few more cards to see if he actually physically showed up.
yeah.
Moon, Justice, and Lies.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really say he's showing up, but like you said, if he does, there's a lot of justice coming down on him. And then Queen of Coins too, just like Danny got. I don't know.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Very, very. Okay, well, go ahead.
No, I just see him still at home. He's just shaking his head like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? This is his, that's what he's doing.
He's delayed, what, 3 months now of showing up? Something like that. Yeah. He can go on Fox News, but he can't show up to a committee. Right.
A committee that's going to hang him for what he's done.
All right, Danny, what's your question?
Here's one of the cards that I just pulled on that. Ten of Swords, stabbed in the back. That's what he's feeling.
So yeah, if he shows up, he's probably going to get those 10 swords. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question in the political realm, Robert Mercer, he was a big hedge fund guy who donated to Trump and the inaugural, if I can say that correctly, committee. He also brought in Cambridge Analytica. He brought in Steve Bannon. I don't know if he brought him in, but instrumental in getting those guys. So it was reported that he's pulling his money from Trump. So I don't believe he's just going away and fading into the background. So what is he up to, and where is he? What's his role going to be in this election?
Okay. What are the Mercers up to for this election? Are they pulling away from Trump B? Pulling their money elsewhere? They're probably going broke like some others. Unless they're in the stock market that's propped up.
Yeah. Another crazy thing.
Yeah, Mr. Mercer. Oh boy. Oh, boy. Not a good family. Kind of knew that, but you know.
What'd you get, Danny? You're laughing over there. I want to hear what you got.
Oh my! Well, and I'm thinking of one of your comments that you said a while ago, and you go, "Good Lord, aren't there any good cards with these people?" It's just
You can't get them.
it's just like crazy. So we got the Queen of Coins right in the beginning. So as soon as I pulled that, I had some female was telling him, just get out of this. Maybe it's his wife or whatever. I don't know. But there was some female influence saying, you need to go. Tower moment that crosses it. And I'm like, okay. So he's just so fed up with where things are going. And my sense is that he got some inside information that is gonna hurt his hedge fund money issues. Although I got no money cards in this at all, but he is Nine of Swords. He is really worried. He's in a fetal position with a ton of swords coming at him. He may be thinking that there could be some jail time. In the past, he was the star. He was great. There is world implications, so I'm thinking he's taking his money and putting it somewhere in besides our government, our Trump's election, and he's walking away. 8 of Cups. So he's definitely not going to be helping Trump in this election, in my opinion. And he's moving on to something else. So
yeah, I'm in agreement.
And it's out in the world.
In the past, they thought the Mercers thought it was a good deal, which is meaning the 6 of Coins. Here's your loans, the backing of the Trump family. But the 7 of Swords, it's all about distraction, lies, confusion, and then they thought it was going to make a better world with the Ace of Cups, make it all happy. The current is it's all about some kind of 3 of Coins documents or something. I think they may be about investigating, because right next to it is that 9 of Swords. They're having some issues going on, and 10 of Cups feels like they're moving away from that Trump home. Moving forward, the 6 of Cups, all about the past. And then we have 2 movement cards moving forward. Chariot, the Fool. New journeys, taking things elsewhere. So my last couple and the final is the feelings of hurt. They did it for the wrong reasons with the 4 of Cups and then the Hangman. They're making changes, but the last 2 are Robert's having health issues with that 8 of Coins. Robert's having health issues. He's in the hermit mode, and the 8 of Coins seeing doctors. And the Hangman, his life is not going so well right now. So as far as him, he's pulling his money elsewhere, and I think he's got some health issues going on. So that's that.
Can I add something to that? Because I pulled 3 cards, 3 extra cards, and it's pretty interesting. I got the 4 of Cups, like you did. I got the Hermit.
Same thing.
And I got the 3 of Cups. And so what I was thinking, and I pulled this clarifiers on the 8 of Cups, him leaving, where's he going, what's he doing with it? And what I got was that there was some group of people that were saying, you need to get out of this. And when you were saying health issues, that popped up. He's feeling really alone, and he's got to figure out what he wants to do with his money. But it's a solitary thing. And then 4 cups. He's not even thinking of any kind of offer for Trump. So
yeah.
And now
I didn't see any currents. You know, it's all about the past. Money in the past. What'd you say there, Sheila?
I received the 8 of Wands, which is fast, changing fast, and then temperance underneath that. So he tempered his ideas and what his thoughts of 45, and then the death of it, because the King of Wands, the death of his fight for 45, done. He's done with that. And then the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords came up, and he's like, okay, he must have gotten bit by 45, if you will. Like he feels like the 10 of Swords showed up, like he'd gotten in the crosshairs of 45, and he got pretty hurt because he's quickly now moving. It was like a fast moving, and then the 6 of Pentacles, which the 6 of Pentacles is grieving and generosity, and so I don't know what the 6 of Pentacles exactly with the generosity. Maybe he has taken it with a fast movement. He's moving his generosity to somewhere else and someplace else. So that's what I got. But definitely the death of his ideas and his fight for 45 is definitely gone. And it's probably because of something that 45 has done to him. So that's what I got.
The losing battle.
Yeah. And he did it quickly.
Pulling up.
Yep. And then I have the 7 of Swords on the bottom.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, aren't they all liars?
You know, these people have such huge egos that, you know, you start bruising their egos and they're gone. They're hurt. So I can't believe that Trump would bruise anybody's ego, though.
I know. He's such a nice guy.
I know.
Craziness.
Oh my God.
How dare we?
Did it just go down the rabbit hole?
Yeah. Okay, time for my question to throw out to everyone. It has something to do with UFOs. Why is the world reporting and seeing many more UFOs? And the Defense Department actually has released a few more things lately. So, why are there more alien UFO sightings lately? Are they coming to help? Hi, Debbie, Freebird. Why are UFOs coming around? Why are there more sightings?
Let me get out my karma cards. You guys hear footprints on top. My grandchildren are running around upstairs. I hear
Pitter patter.
Yeah. I'm like, that's my life.
Sure, it's not the ghost of Christmas past up there messing with you.
Yep.
UFOs up there.
The little alien friends up there.
They are little aliens. Let me tell you. I love them. They're my favorite people in the whole wide world. You know, my children are wonderful, but my grandchildren top everything. Everything. All right, I'm getting out my karma cards.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
These are wonderful to see if there's any more deeper information about the universe. Karma cards.
Oh.
They're pretty cool.
Karma. Who asked?
Etsy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Grandma or Gma. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. After that Mexico reading with it was really weird. We did that reading yesterday with Lilac Lantern. We asked about that crazy volcano in Mexico, and we both started feeling like death, or kind of like a feeling like you read on the Kids on the Border, you get this icky feeling. It's kind of like death of society and needed to move on. But it's just like we both were getting it, kind of lightheaded and feeling like really tight in the chest. It's like really weird when we started reading on it. But yeah, everything's good now. Okay, ascension. UFO ascension, huh? Barr Moody says. The brothers and sisters are gathering for ascension. Thanks, Lucine. That was a very interesting reading, getting into that volcano. Hey, our favorite hillbillies here. Dick Hillbilly from Kentucky.
I'm gonna go ahead and go first, then you guys can go. These are my, like I said, my karma cards, and the karma cards was get to the heart, do or die, you must. Then the next one is being prepared to sacrifice for yielding is the only way. Be open to new ideas about invent a way. So what I got was, is that we're not the only ones that are changing. I mean, I keep on harping on this a lot. It's like we are going into a new world, and in our new world, things cannot survive there, like racism. It cannot survive there. The hatred. It cannot survive all of that stuff. And this is what we have to go through, is the ugly, in order to get to what we need to get to in our new world. And those who cannot or will not change their belief systems to a better way of life will not be able to survive there. And I think that, yeah, we do have energy of the whole universe on our side in the change of us going forward into our new world. It's not like we're going to wake up one day, and all of a sudden we have mountains, in Kansas. I'm just saying it's the new world, the new belief systems, the new feeling, the new, the old ideas are dying off. And the coronavirus, I think, has also taken out that old idea also. It's leaving the earth. Everything is leaving the earth. So that's what I got with that. And they're showing up for help. I think the universe is showing up to help us. So that's all I got. Go for it, guys.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
I'll go. All right. So I'm going to mirror a little bit what Sheila said there. I got the Four of Pentacles, and when I pulled this card, I said, that's us. And we've got movement from them, and we're moving ourselves. And the direction that we're going in may not be so clear. We have too much chaos down here that is, they're looking at all this chaos and they're not so much liking what they're seeing so much. We've got the Two of Cups, which there's a partnership that we have had with them in the past that we are now in desperate need of. And we have the Ten of Cups at the top of the reading, which is all about coming together. So they want to bring us more together with their information. And it's all about where our government is right now, what's going on with it, and what is happening with how people are being treated by our government. And I pulled a shaman card on this just because I have it. And what I got is the wind. And when I looked at this card, certainly the UFOs are coming from the sky and they're bringing in some wind. And there's a lot of changes that are coming to us, and that I'm getting a sense that they're going to help facilitate, but we have to allow we have to allow the change, and we can't be fighting it so much. It's just change. It's nothing else. So just kind of go with it and see what happens and not fight it so much. And that's what I got.
Yeah, they're coming. So I pulled the Earth Angel card. It's ceremony, invocation. They're coming to help. That was my Earth Angel card. Invocation. They're bringing messages, helping out, bringing us down. So basically, when I threw a complete spread kind of thing, past, present, future. So in the past, it's like where am I at? Yeah, the Crossroads Challenge. What do we do? Here's the moon, coming from above. When's the right time, right? Bringing on the messages. So people have been getting their messages prior because they want to bring comfort, the Nine of Cups. So it feels like a slow prior. Some people have getting messages, but now there's more of awakening going on because we have the new journey with the Fool. So they're coming more and more and more. Page of Swords. Your new mind, using the mind, bringing more to the mind, and then Ace of Swords, the new action, the new success. So moving forward, it's all about loving male and female energy. Queen of Coins and King of Cups, and strength, right? So it's all about male and female energy coming to the earth and showing themselves. Because the last four are just like, wow, it's all about good, right? We have, again, female and male energy with the Empress and the Emperor. Bringing good, bringing balance. Because we have the Nine of Cups, or Nine of Coins, is it coins? Yeah, the Nine of Coins and Temperance. Nine of Coins is trying to bring balance back to earth, balance back to people, and temperance, moderately and slowly. It's all about the change, bringing more vibrations and showing themselves. And like others have said, it's an ascension. It's an awakening. It's coming in a more positive manner. And 2020 is the time. That's what I got to say about that.
Cool.
It's all about loving and generous and vibrational energy coming, male and female. The Empress is the more dominant. I always get great energy from the Empress card usually, because it's just like three aspects of the woman: the loving, fertile energy, fertility. So yeah. They're here for the greater good. Age of Aquarius, very well could be, Renee.
Awesome.
Who's the next question? Back to Sheila.
Somebody wanted to know. Yeah, somebody wanted to know if all of Trump's goons he's sending to all the cities to take care of the protesters, is it going to backfire on him?
Oh, that's just a crazy situation, isn't it? It's like it doesn't stop.
Man.
I was kidding before. It has to be the governors and whatnot, and the mayors is going to have to take charge to get them out.
The narrative that they're doing to his base is this. They're trying to lump all the protesters and rioters in one solid thing, so that when he's sending in his goons to take care of them, they don't care how mean they get. Like they're destroying everything, and so they're not separating peaceful protesters with rioters. And I do believe a lot of the rioters and the people who are doing all the damage, are sent by 45. I just have that deep down feeling that he's trying to counteract. That's how they're going to handle it. The meanness showing up, and they're going to be okay with it because he's sending in his goons to destroy stuff, to make them look bad. So the peaceful protesters they're trying to lump them all in one, and we, on the Democrat side, we're trying to separate them. I'm like, yeah, go arrest everybody that is doing that. They're probably sent by Trump anyway. Please, dear God, go do that. But leave the protesters who are protesting and giving their constitutional right to be there. Leave them alone. And that is what we have to keep on speaking and talking about. However, let's see if it's going to backfire on him.
Federal goons in cities is looking to backfire on 45. What am I hearing? I heard lawsuits. Isn't there lawsuits going on?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is there? Okay.
Yeah, in Portland.
I can only get into that energy for so long before I start, and this is something that I don't usually do because I don't deal in anger, but I get enraged. I get in there and I can feel the rage of how dare you treat us like this type of energy that's in there. So I have to step in a little bit and then step back out.
Yeah. I just heard when I was shuffling, asking the question, is it going to backfire on Trump? And what I heard was everything backfires on Trump.
It kind of does.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. It's going to backfire.
Good night, Chrissy. Good night, Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
Good night, sweetheart.
I keep popping up this hermit. It's like,
hi, Freebird. Freebird spirit.
Gotta be a greater meaning this hermit lately that comes up daily in every reading.
Well, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to do a little shout outs in the shot. We have Freebird Spirit. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, please go do so. She's really wonderful. And she also has a live or something that she has a group of women who are wonderful also that she does a live with. Yeah. So go check them all out. Absolutely.
The Karen and Goth and Angelic.
Yeah, and I think they live in Colorado Springs. If y'all want to have coffee, let me know. Wouldn't that be a fun hoot?
What a hoot.
What a hoot. All right. And maybe we could do a physical live all in one spot. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? All right, anyways, I'm dreaming of future ideas again. It's that Gemini in me. All right, back to the question. Sheila, how's the young gun? What is the young gun?
Backfire. Will it backfire? Kind of a strange throw that came out for me, and will it backfire? Trying to figure out this energy.
Oh.
I'm not getting any justice or anything like that. I see investigations, but there's some kind of payoffs going on with that mob, with that 6 of coins. And here's the 6 of wands. Trump wants his victory by creating that. The 6 of wands, and this feels like a mob. What he's doing with all these people in there, creating this chaos. He wants he's beginning his action. He wants to create this chaos, but then next to it is payoffs. So somehow he's paying these people extra or something to create this. But what was confusing on top was like the King of Cups and King of Wands in here. And then in the middle, well, I moved it, but in the middle was all this chaos with the Nine of Swords. So it's kind of weird why those come in like the past situation. Oh, he doesn't want democracy. He's trying to shovel democracy down the tubes. That's what it is. King and Queen here. The standards, democracy, democratic cities with that Nine of Swords. He's trying to shovel democracy down the tubes. That's what it is. But we have, moving forward, strength, happy times with the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Coins. That's ambition, moving forward. So I don't think it's going to all work because we have investigations moving quickly with the Chariot, Knight of Swords, FBI and whatnot, good guys coming in. But then again, the Hermit mode, and we're talking about 45 and whatnot, this keeps coming up. Hermit. Just, there's something to this Hermit. It's been coming up all the time. The Hermit mode, being set back in a different area. So, yeah, you guys can go.
Well, the Hermit, and right away the keywords in the Hermit is go within for clarity.
Go within. That was my final one.
Clarity. So maybe that's the message to the whole United States. Go within for clarity. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to Trump. Go within for clarity. I think is the message that we keep on getting. Because I also get the Hermit regularly.
Yeah, I the last few weeks, 2-3 weeks, I have never seen the Hermit come out so much. Just haven't popped in what it means.
Yep.
It's a reevaluating
Truth,
card.
spiritual illumination. The Hermit has a lot to. Have you ever with the Native American rituals? They call it. They go put up on the hill. They're put up on the hill for like 2 or 3 days. They can't eat. They can't drink, and the only thing that they're supposed to be doing is praying. And they have to go within for all of their dark side of their soul and the light side of their soul. They get up there and they pray 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 and they have to go within. And that is also conducive to the Hermit, because they have to live as a hermit up there. And it's like you have to work through your soul, especially through these hard times. But anyways, I'll go ahead and go with my reading and then we'll give it to Danny. So what I got was the resulting from the Gemini showed up in my reading. I'm still with my karma cards. The Gemini. So the Gemini is communication. The Gemini is intelligence. The Gemini has a lot of action and things like that. However, Geminis, as I know, we can also seem flighty because we have so many things going on in our head that sometimes our memory is just overloaded and we just don't have that wonderful, great memory. And that is the Gemini in here, is because he's doing this now, but 2 months from now, are we going to remember it? And that is one of the things that has shown up with the Gemini, because that's how is he going to pay for it? Is it going to backfire? Are we going to remember it here in about a month or so? Then they had the resulting from the fairness shown by Libra. And the Libra says that no, we're not going to let you forget, because this is our angle. Libras are very concentrated. They're very focused on what is right and wrong. And then we have the action card. So resulting from the productivity and the limit imposed. So the resulting of the productivity of the limits imposed. And the final is your home base or family. What does it mean to you? How are you when you go to that poll and you start voting? The Hermit shows up and it says go within, clarity, and the go within for your clarity. Truthfully, are you willing to really risk your home base and your family because of this guy? So I think that's what the base is. Is he going to get? Is it going to backfire? I think a lot of people who are changing their emotions and going within, is going to backfire that way the most. So that's all I got. Thanks.
And there's a lot of people
Awesome.
fighting back. There's a lot of brave souls out there, protesting.
Oh, yeah.
What's right. I seen in Portland, what do they call it? The wall of moms or whatever. They're incredible people, seriously fighting back for the right thing. And
right.
I commend them.
Because this is clearly not the right thing. I mean,
clearly.
It's anyway. So it's really weird doing this live stream, listening to you first, and then I go, oh yeah, now I got to get back to this. What did I first hit? Because a lot of what when I'm reading, it's I'm not thinking so much. Now I got to go back and think. But so I got this. So I did this a little differently. Is this going to hurt? Is this going to hurt Trump? Is this going to backfire on Trump? And then I flipped it to, how is this going to be? How are the protesters feeling? How are they dealing with all of this? And I just wanted to do kind of a quick little spread, and that never ends up quite so little. So Trump, is this going to backfire? I got the strength card. So he wants to be the law and order president. He wants to show his strength. But he's got the 9 of swords in here. Oops, there we go. He's got the 9 of swords here. He's feeling really embattled, and this is not working like he thought it was going to work. And this card also tells me that he is throwing people in jail. And then I got the King of Wands, and I went, so there's, and in this deck, I'm using the fountain deck on this. This particular King of Wands is it's almost like the Ace of Wands news. It's a little more powerful, and it's another boom type moment. And I went and pulled some clarifiers on this King of Wands to see what that news was going to be bringing, as far as, is this going to backfire with 45 and 3 of Swords. So clearly that's not where he wants it to go, but because he's the master of illusion delusion, there will be another moment that spins us into another direction. So it's going to be, we have to, as Sheila said, we do have to stay focused on what he is doing. And I think you need a legal pad, start writing down all the crap that you don't agree with that he did, and take that into the voting booth. If you have any kind of choice that you're going, because I know some of my Republican friends and family, they're going, I just can't vote for both. And I go, write it down. Put it on a list as to what is good and bad about this president, and make your decision. But anyway, he's the master of that. And then I got the 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving, money being paid out, loans. But when I pulled this, the image that I got was, there is going to be balance restored. It's not the right thing. It did cause heartbreak, and it's not the right thing to do. And that news, that King of Wands, is going to bring more balance to that situation, which means Trump is going to have some heartbreak. And then I pulled just 3 cards on the protesters and tried to tap into what they're feeling with all of the with all this craziness, and they're trying to do a good thing, and I think it's getting misled and screwed up by 45. And the first card I got, heartbreak. So clearly they're going, this isn't what we want, this isn't what we stand for, and it's just hard. But they got the Magician, and even though this is another one of my trump cards, I think that they're going to be pulling some magic out of this, because they have the Three of Cups where they're all coming together. So even though it's really hard for them at the present moment, going forward, it's going to be successful in what they're doing. And that's what I got.
Good. Thank you.
All right, who is next on the question?
I think you are.
I am.
Yeah.
So we asked on, oh, that's right. Yeah, Danny asked about that. The next one, Kristen asked about Nostradamus Mabus, the Antichrist. Whatever that is that coming into play? I have no clue. Whatever, Nostradamus Mabus, the Antichrist. Whatever that is it in play? Anyone have any more insights besides Kristen? Uncover the news, Kristen. She asked that.
Nostradamus, the Antichrist.
Nostradamus Mabus, the Antichrist. Is that in play? Unless Kristen wants to expand on that a little bit in the comments.
Good morning, Sherry.
Morning, Sherry.
Scott Allen, let's see.
Okay. Mabus will soon die, then will come. A horrible undoing of people and animals. At once will see vengeance. 100 powers, thirst, famine when the comet will pass. So there's a comet coming to destroy, huh? Mabus will soon die, then will come. Wow, that sounds kind of bad. ET friends, we need some help from this, okay? Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. That sounds kind of bad. All right. Nostradamus Mabus. Wow.
Well, I'll get my I'm going to stick with my planets card, my karma cards that bring the whole universe into play. So I'm going to stick with that and see what I get. I mean, just so that everybody doesn't, go crazy. I really don't completely understand the question, but I'm going to let my cards tell me the story. So just letting you know. Don't come for me.
Right.
Goodness.
Back off, Satan.
Yeah, back off, Satan. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Whoa. Huh.
Ooh. I'll go ahead and go, and then I'll let you guys, so that you guys can finish up explaining. But what I got was your resources and pleasures from the good times, and talking about how it used to be, but going forward is trusting your psychic knowledge of resulting from an indecision of or about, and that is in Pisces. So something about trusting in your intuition and trusting who we are is going to be key to our new world is we're going to have to hone in on trusting who we are and trusting your intuitions and developing those type of skills going into the future with all of this. So you guys go for it. That's what I got.
All right, I'll
Go
jump
ahead.
in. And I too am. I don't know a lot about this, so I threw a bunch of cards. But it's at the center. We all want it to be happy times, but that's what we're dealing with: being left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of shadow information, a lot of things that we're not seeing with the moon and the High Priestess. That's in our past and in what we're feeling right now. A lot of battling and a lot of restriction with this Eight of Swords. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's not really giving me much information as far as, where it is this coming? And so I pulled 4 from the bottom of the deck to see if this is the time where this is going to be coming. And I got the 4 of Cups with an offer being received and not looked at. It's a heavy burden. It's the Lovers reversed. So it seems like the pact that we had made, or with the prophecy, is being reversed. It means that it may not be coming true right now. Maybe. But then I got the Devil card and I went, well, maybe it is coming out. So maybe this prophecy is true. Maybe Mavis is coming. Certainly a lot of people think Trump represents that Antichrist energy. So that's all I got. It's a little confusing, but I need to dig into what this is a little bit more. But a lot of shadow information that we're not aware of is coming up.
Yeah, I don't feel it's even factual, because I have too much. It's just, you got the moon too, right? But I got it towards the top. The Emperor, that feels more not Nostradamus, not negative energy. His thoughts, what he brought out in scrolls and whatnot, because of the 10 of Pentacles, the loving energy, the creative of the King of Wands. So moving forward, I just feel like it's a bunch of junk, because it's created. The King of Swords, because I have balance, getting things in balance coming on. That's not going to be true with the 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords, a bunch of scheming, tricks, lies, because in the end, Temperance and the nurturer of the High Priestess is going to squash it. It feels more to me like it's working more in the positive energy to squash all negativity going on in this current situation. We're moving in to that situation where goodness comes in. We're getting a lot of that temperance and the overflow of nurturing energy, the temperance angel and the High Priestess angel. This is the final outcome, what I'm getting. It's all about our angels, the overflow with the temperance. The flow is coming back and forth. We're receiving, we're giving. There's more healing energy and positive energy coming with these temperance angels, these angels. I don't think it's even a thing. I think it's a myth. That's what I'm getting. It's a myth created long ago that something disastrous is coming. We've been living disaster for the last 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I think it's almost shifting to finally get rid of this. So I think it's a myth. Whether people believe it or not, I think it just, I don't know, kind of like, what do you call those movies? Like King Kong or, destruction type things, made up. King Kong's coming to destroy, or what's that big dinosaur movies, that come.
Jurassic Park?
Not like Jurassic Park, but that big dragon, it came from Japan originally, the movies.
Oh, Godzilla.
Godzilla, yeah. Kind of like that. It's like made up thing that's coming to cause destruction. That's what it feels like to me.
The thing that I get out of this question, though, because I think it's a really good question to focus on. For me, when I read tarot, it's not so much about predictive, but more about how we can get this information so that we can move in a more positive direction. So we know that we've been living this nightmare where we feel that everything is just going to hell. What are we going to do? How are we going to empower ourselves so that the Antichrist, whatever that is, doesn't take over? And for me, that's all about accessing our guides, our angels, for protection, and giving them the power and not giving the Antichrist the power. And if you want to give somebody a power, give it to our angels, and then go out and vote.
Yeah. Could be more of a positive belief that we all can hope for rather than the Antichrist.
Right.
Yep. Sounds like a plan to me.
Well, that makes sense. When my cards
comment.
came out, that we have to dig deep into our own intuition and our own belief system and our own, so then that it all worked around. I was wondering how my cards were going to fit into that, and it has a lot to do with a belief system. Let go of your old belief systems. They are not working, apparently, because we're going into, going forward. Anything that you hold on to can be considered the energy of what an Antichrist thought belief system could be. And that is the reason for that. And I do believe that it is a thought and a belief system that can come true if enough people think about it and enough people believe it, type of thing. So, all right, I think it's is it Danny's turn?
Excellent. Yeah, I threw that. I think it's yours.
My turn. Woohoo! So this is something that I read on. This is something that I read on last week, I think. And again, it's hard to get into the news cycle because it's just so awful. So I may have some of this wrong, but Cohen went to meet some people, got arrested, thrown in jail, and now he's out. And he's got this book that's coming out, and all these books are coming out. And I keep saying, this is a death by 1,000 cuts. You can't keep having all this information come out without hurting. But, and I was going to read on Mary Trump's book. Is that really having any kind of effect on people's minds? But Cohen, that guy, he knows how to play hardball. He knows how to play Trump's game. He was Trump's game. So his book, I want to read on his book, and how is that going to, well, it can go a couple different ways. How is that going to hurt Trump, and is it going to change anybody's minds who are on the fence about where their vote should be? Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Is it going to do some damage to the 45?
To 45. And if you want to poll on, is it going to change anybody sitting on the fence on how they vote?
Okay.
Well, yeah, the problem is Mary's book is only going out to Democratic people.
Well, there's
Right.
a lot of them. Her book is doing well. I keep on telling I keep on telling all of my my Republican, I loosely say friends, but you know, one of them is my brother, and I keep on telling like I keep on telling them, I was like, you know, we're not afraid of your small community. Hey, I mean, I can give you a list of every ethnic, every person, everybody that he has really, really ticked off. We're not afraid of your small community. And it really upsets them. So all you're down is to some racist white people. I mean, really, there's not very many of those left. We know that.
They really just need quality people to go on Hannity and Tucker Carlson's show to have people actually see it. That's the problem. They won't switch their views unless they see it.
You know, Fox is getting very entertaining. They're not like all
right?
in on Trump. I mean,
I don't even watch it.
I keep on going over there every so often just to get some really good entertainment. I'm like, whoa, they said something bad about Trump. What?
They're
getting
still
entertaining.
I was on Facebook yesterday, and some veteran friends were still spewing it, and it was like, oh my god, I gotta get off. I can't do it. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, my lord. I think Cohen's book can be pretty damaging, more than the others. But it feels like there's going to be a death prior to the book coming out.
Oh.
Because in his book, he's going to show everything that Trump has done that he has knowledge of around the world. How he got the loans. Cohen's going to bring out everything. The high priestess, he knows everything. Bringing more players to the table with the Page of Cups. Juggling when and why to do it. But then we have Nancy Pelosi coming in and a death. So that made me feel like, yeah, it's going to come out and expose everything, but we have a death prior. An ending prior to the book coming out. I don't know. His book may be a non-issue, but it's going to throw a lot of information out there. The last couple was It's All About the Money with the 10 of Coins. And a lot of what he said is already in the Mueller report with the King of Cups.
Ah.
But it is a very good book, and it's going to have a lot in it, according to my feelings. Your turn. Rock and roll.
Okay, so what I got was get a fair deal. That's the theme, right? The theme of what he's doing and how he's doing it is get a fair deal. And in his idea of getting a fair deal is how is he cheating, wheeling, and dealing. And we're going to know about that.
Yeah, 6 of Coins.
And then
it's coming.
Yeah, it's a coming. So the resulting from the Aquarius, resulting from the ascension beings, and then it talks about your circle of friends. So in that book, it's going to also talk about his connections to his circle of friends. It's going to illuminate this guy he knows, this guy he knows, this is his willing and dealing, this is his cheating, this is how he's doing it. And so we're going to connection. So here's what has happened. Bolton's book came out and talks about what he's doing today. Mary's book come out and talks about his background in his life and his family. Cohen is going to fill in all of those gaps and place in position how and what his wheelings and dealings have been. Charm, art, and the beauty of it all. And that is going to be the one of the biggest rocks thrown in the pond to illuminate and to just wave out everything on that. Here's another thing that it talks about: use the most direct way. He's going to use every adjective he can, because he's really, really angry with 45. He's not going to hold back. If there's 3 ways to describe how disgusting he is, he's going to use every adjective to use it to do that. So it's going to be very entertaining at best, also on how that's going to work out. So, all right, that's what I got.
Great analysis, Sheila. It makes a lot of sense. Bolton talked about his ignorance in the presidency.
Yep.
Mary Trump come out and tell what kind of a moron he is from his past and his family and what he's done. Cohen's going to shut out all the money financials. Makes sense.
This is how the Democrats have done this from the get-go. Do you know how they methodically did the impeachment? Every layer and every story and everything just literally just set up a great big huge base of what happened. And I think this is exactly how they're doing it now. So there's more than one way to.
Just too bad we had so many.
Skin a tree. All right, go for it. Go for it, Danny.
Go ahead,
all right.
Danny.
Well, mine's going to be really long because I pulled a lot of cards.
Go for it.
It's what Sheila said. That's
I'm just getting comfortable.
just what Sheila said. Okay.
No, rock on it, Danny. Go ahead.
It is. So, I mean, it's, we add little nuances. It's to what everybody says. We just add little nuances to it. And but anyway, it's going to be about money. It's going to give him a new start, a new financial start, the Ace of Wands. He's got so much stuff that he can pull with this Nine of Cups. It's just full of information. And I love this card in this deck. It's the Fountain card. Where's the camera? There it is. And he's got 10. He's hanging on to the 10 of Wands, and they're all red hot. They are hard to handle. I got in the past that he was, super tight with Trump. He knew all this stuff. A lot of battling going on. He had a come to Jesus moment, since we were talking about the Antichrist and stuff. So I'll just say it like that. And there was a lot of pushback. However, the information that he has, he is the King of Swords. He's got so much damning information. And in the hopes and fears, I think this is Trump's fear that it's not going to be just boom. And Judgment is the final card. So it is going to bring a lot of news that is going to shake some things up, that is going to be powerful. It is another nail, but it's a big nail. So and I also got the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. It's karmic. It's going to just shake things up and spin things around. So I think it's going to be a really damaging book and really powerful and a must read. It's on my reading list. And
I'm going to pre-order it through my audio book.
I think I'm going to do audio from now on, because I bought Mary's book, but it just sits on my table.
Get the audio.
I have more time when I'm driving for work to listen. Than I do actually sit down and read. Every time I sit down and read, I fall asleep.
Me too. Okay, so whose turn? I think it's my turn, right?
I think it's yours. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so
I think we skipped, but go ahead.
Who did we skip? What happened?
Go ahead. I think we skipped you. We went to Danny, then back to you, because I'm following around the screen.
Oh.
But go ahead.
It's irrelevant.
So we'll just reverse it. So I'll take the next one.
Okay.
We'll go count.
Because I wanted to get into before we stop here, but before we get into this and get into the energy, people are really, really wanting to know if Epstein and 45 are and Maxwell are really connected because of his. I hope Maxwell, Epstein, and 45. They want to know if they're connected. I mean, we see what the pictures, we see, the whatever, and we can guess and all of that. But with him having, for some reason, compassion for Maxwell, or a display of compassion, because what was that about? That's what I want to read on. Why did he all of a sudden have a sudden display of compassion for a child trafficker? That's what she's been arrested for. And we all know that it's true, type of thing. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to be convicted in a court of law in order for us to know who and what her game was and what role she played. Why did he have a sudden display of compassion for her? Yeah, no?
Passion. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's just such swampy energy that, it's like, okay, let's get into that. But, you have to shift gears a little bit to get into that energy.
It does. And that's why I just want to kind of take a little bit of time for it. Because I know I personally can't really jump into it. I can do like a, what are those things that hover over and look into it? What are those things called?
Like a remote?
Anyway, like those little things that little remote little thing. What is it called that you can videotape the earth? What is those things called?
Oh, drone.
Yeah, there we go, drone. I'm like a drone where I can go in and see what I can see from above without jumping down into the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's how I do it because sometimes if I go completely into it, it takes over me, and I'm in a ball in the corner crying because of it. So, anyways, enough about that. Let's go into and see why the sudden display, because I don't think he has compassion, but why the sudden display of compassion for Maxwell?
The first card, I had only brought the first one, but here's the power of 3. They were very connected overseas dealings from way back. That was the first one on top, so I had to just say that one out. Yeah, a lot of overseas cards. Secrets coming out with the 10 of Swords. Oh my lord. Trump was burdened. A lot of money made. And he's worried with the Chariot. Okay. Might as well show it here. Chariot. That's the final here. Donald is worried about 45 or Ghislaine spilling the beans because she has the moon and all the secrets, worried about the 10 of Swords coming down on him. And all about the overseas, everything emotional is coming from overseas. Kids, whatever. 8 of Swords, Gislaine's in jail. Another overseas card, 6 of Swords. Knight of Wands. She's bringing, there's drips of messages coming out. But it's all about the money. 10 of Coins. King of Wands, just Lane's lawyer. They're bringing dripping things out. So yeah, he wanted the secrets to stay secret. That's why. But it's coming. It's moving forward. Everything's moving forward. You can't stop it with the Chariot. But yeah, they are very connected way back. And she's got all the goods on everybody.
Go ahead, Danny.
All right. Well, again, it's similar. Got the High Priestess as my first card being pulled with Temperance. So she's got all the secrets, and he's trying to keep her balanced. Here's the magician, trying to make magic happen. And it is about money. And here's my Two of Wands overseas. I got a lot of cards where he's just feeling so alone. I got the Four of Pentacles and 4 coins and the 6 of coins up here, where he's just, it is about the money, and he's trying to keep a real tight wrap on it. I got the 7 of Swords, and when I first pulled this, I was thought he's trying to take something off the table so that it can't be used again. And I'm not quite sure what that means, or is there spy in the camp, thief? I think it's more he just wants to take something off the table so it's not going to come back to harm him. And then I got the King of Wands, which is it's all going through the lawyers and keeping things nice and quiet. Even though with that 7 of Swords, things may slip out. So
you betcha. Good analysis,
yep.
Danny Shay.
Thank you.
I also, my first card was the High Priestess. Mysteries. I also got the Page of Pentacles, which I had, and the Chains. And he is, and the Chains, I got this in the reading yesterday when we were talking about the mayor and the whatever it was that we were doing yesterday, the Chains. And the Chains is that they know goods on each other. The Chains, they're locked in. They know the goods on each other. So I have a feeling that he can, it was like if you talk, I'll talk type of, I hope her well, because the Chains come up again. And like with the mayor and all of that, like one goes down, they all go down, because they know the dirt on each other. And so then the 10 of Wands, where it'll be fast movement. It'll be done on that. The 4 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the emotional part about it misses her, the emotional part about the Chains, because it's right underneath the Chains. So Judgment, though. It doesn't matter. There's enough evidence that Maxwell's going to prison. That's what I feel. So she has nothing to lose anymore. So even if 45 threatens, if you talk, I talk, she's gonna go, I don't care. I'm going anyway. I don't care. And she's the type. It sounds like she's the type that I'm not going down alone. I'm not going down because yielding is the only way. So she has that type of narcissistic, I'm not going down alone, resulting from the power of. So that's kind of what I got, and it was really interesting. I really didn't pick up on the reasoning why he had that moment of compassion, but it was like telling her the same thing. I know about you. I'll you can be just as in trouble if it went both ways, and he can't make her mad. I mean, he knows how women are, apparently, because he doesn't like them. All right. That's what I got on the disgusting little Maxwell and Judgment.
Another question that asked, do we feel if she's in prison or hidden somewhere else? There's been a lot of secrets about where she's actually at. To kind of protect her from being technically Epstein in prison. Do a few cards to see if we feel that she's there or moved somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
For protection reasons or whatever. Is she actually in a prison? Or moved to protect her from Barr or whoever for nefarious? I'm sure she's got deals on the restaurant.
I think she's in prison. First card. 9 of Swords.
I got the 4 of Swords. So she's laying somewhere. Yeah. She's yeah. The 10 of Wands, all of the police come up because the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands, all of them, the wands are the police officers, and the 4 of Swords where she's laying somewhere. She's in prison somewhere. And the Emperor, yeah. In Justice. She's in the Justice House. She's somewhere in the Justice House. I don't know if it's where they say she is, but she's definitely in prison.
Right. I feel like she's
definitely locked up. There's the best way to hide somebody is right underneath somebody's nose.
It's interesting you say that because I have the Page of Coins, which is the new beginnings, and I'm really getting a feel that she's working really hard to try to leave prison, and she's working it, but at this moment, she's there, and she's going to be working with somebody to giving up some information or not giving some information for her to eventually get out and maybe doing a house arrest. But right now I see her in it.
Yeah.
I do feel she's in custody, but I'm not. The cards didn't show imprisonment kind of thing, but it does show she's been moved somewhere that rather than in that prison system. The 7 of Wands feels like she's been moved somewhere, working on something different. 9 of Coins next to it, keeping her safe. 4 of Wands, keeping her safe out of the public eye. Because she has the goods with the Queen of Wands. Right here's that cat. She has the goods and everything. They're keeping herself safe. So I'm not seeing an imprisonment card, but I'm seeing movement from where people think she is. So it might be like a safe house or something like that. So she is imprisoned, in captivity somewhere, but safe. So I don't think she's not in MCC where, Epstein supposedly was taken out or suicided or whatever, But I think she's been moved.
All right. Next.
Who was the next one? Was it
I think it's Danny?
Or Danny?
It might be me, and let me see. I don't have anything. I got to pull up my question list. Hang on one sec. Well, I can either do what's going on with Nikki Haley, or we can switch to what's going on with Big Pharma. They're having a meeting. Let's do the Big Pharma. Because they're having the CEOs are meeting with Trump. Hang on. Are meeting with Trump, I think, on Tuesday, because Trump signed this executive order to get drug prices lower, and Big Pharma is not real happy about it. But we need to have drugs that are cheaper. We need to have insulin that's cheaper. We need to have EpiPens that are cheaper, and so many other things. you just can't have a drug that costs $10,000 and we don't have health care to pay for it. It doesn't make any sense. So what's going to happen with Trump's meeting with the big pharma CEOs? Are they going to have that meeting? And is anything positive going to come out of it in relation to cheaper drugs for us?
Will the meeting Tuesday have any good? Or is 45 just going to go in there and work a deal for more money for him?
Yeah.
What's coming to mind? Didn't the Democrats put that, or like the House put that through to the Senate, like that?
It's probably sitting on McConnell's desk.
Well, it sounds like he signed it, but I thought the Democrats put that whole proposal and everything together.
I don't know. I haven't heard
The
about
Pharma, the
Yeah,
Pharma
didn't
proposal.
Didn't they do that?
I'm not clear on it. I don't know.
I feel it's probably sitting on McConnell's desk because he won't bring anything good to a vote. So, Tuesday's big pharma meeting.
I already got the nine of wands already. Boundaries.
No. I just see it's all about him. Tuesday.
So that's what I was just going to say. That
he's holding steady, pinch of swords, page of swords. It's all about Donald. He didn't get anything done. You need someone with compassion whenever to talk.
He could care less.
Because it's in the end, it's just a tower moment. It ain't gonna get anywhere.
Right. And that's what I got too. Even though there's some judgment coming for this, and something will happen down the future, it's all about Trump being the king of coins.
King of coins
putting this. Yeah. He's putting this face together that he's working together with him, and he's not. So.
Yeah, he could care less.
Not at this moment. I'm not saying it.
Yeah. Okay. That was a long question.
Did you say yours?
Okay, Scott, I think you're up.
Yeah, I'll do it. Senate Intel 5 report. It's sitting at ODNY for redactions, and they have until, I think, Friday to get those redactions done. When is the information in Senate Intel number 5 going to be exposed? That report. Lord knows 45 and DOJ want to wait because there's supposed to be some good stuff in there. 1,000 pages, I guess. It's all about Russian interference, the final chapter. Okay, I'm done shuffling. My Lord.
Go for it.
Well, it's obviously all about the overseas dealings with the Six of Swords. That's the center of my throat. So, it's going to bring a lot of justice. That's the prominent card coming out here. The Star of Hope. It well said a lot on the revelations of everything with Donald. Star of Hope. That's next to justice. And then the page of swords too. Preparing to bring it out. But it's being held up by William Barr, of course, and the Knight of Swords. The redactions. It's being held up. Temperance, it's being held up. It has a lot of information with that Ace of Cups. So the ending is sadness for Donald. It's coming quickly with the Eight of Wands. Imprisonment coming, and the Ace of Wands. It's coming very quick because it's feeling like to me with this, if they don't give them the redactions by next week, they're gonna, that Intel committee or Warner, they're gonna bring it up. They've given them plenty of time, so it's coming. It's gonna come quickly if they don't redact it by Friday. You can probably expect it over the weekend or some leak or something. That's what I'm getting there.
I'll go ahead and go. Mine's a little short.
Okay.
The first thing is use an unconventional way. So using the unconventional way, the creation and doing it in a big way. And then the partners, and then the Leo shows up, where whoever it is, they're too stubborn. They're going to get it through. They're going to get it done. And there's nothing that 45 or anybody is going to deter them. The Leo energy showed up to the whole situation. Like, they're going to shove it, and they're going to get it done, and they're going to move it through, and not much they can do about it anymore. So that's what I got.
Sounds about right.
All right. Well, I'm not going to disagree with any of that stuff, but I'll just add lots of fighting, finger pointing, of course. Lots of, we've got the Eight of Swords crossing it, 10 of Swords down at the bottom, 5 of Cups, just a lot of restriction, sorrow. I do have money switching hands. So that's going to be coming out in this report. And then potential near future Star of Hope. So I said, yes, it is coming out. And I said, is it going to come out? How soon is it going to be coming out? And I'm not so sure it was this week, because I think they're still juggling with it. They're still balancing on, still working on it anyway with the two. However, following that with the Ace of Cups and 3 of Cups. So yeah, it's coming out, and it's going to be good for us. And whoa, not so good for Donnie.
Yay.
He's going to be crying.
I think it's just another level of information to, like I said, when they were doing the impeachment, it was like another level of information. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Everybody's putting each puzzle in together to build this great big huge picture. I think that's what's happening. And they said that Mueller is a Leo.
Oh, Bobby. I don't think he's going to be there was talk of him about him testifying again. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he needs to. But anyway,
Thank you, Pam.
Who is next? Going on the
What a great man, and just the integrity that he brought through that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good, and to have all that work just shut up and stopped it's just a crime. You can't have somebody put in all that work and then not have it see the light of day.
Yeah. I don't know. I was feeling a long time ago that his work and the Mueller report and everything he did is going to be like taught in like lawyer school or whatever. How he did it, whatnot, how to do it.
Yep.
Integrity.
How to do it right.
I totally feel in the heart that he's going to be highly regarded after it's all said and done.
Oh, yeah.
His work.
I agree.
All right, somebody else come up with a question. I'm out of questions.
Oh, you're out? Someone asked about Moscow Mitch's downfall. How's that going to go down?
I just want to trip that man with his hands in his pockets. Can't you just visualize that? Just tripping him with his hands in his pockets.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just give me an opportunity. Oops. I'll do it.
Sorry for my big old feet, Mitch. I'm sorry.
Oops.
Oh my
Darn.
God. All right. Well, I'll pull on that because I think it's kind of made me laugh. So.
Moscow. Poor guy can't walk. Downfall of Moscow Mitch. Let's see what's up with that. Guys, who knew?
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Asatuwana. One of these days. Hi girl.
Asantua?
Yeah.
That's it. Asantua? Some of these names.
Asawanta. Yeah.
Asatawanta.
I don't know how you guys can read that live chat. I need better glasses.
Yeah, I'm just wearing my readers.
Yeah.
I'm close
These
enough.
are old. I broke my glasses. These are the old readers, and they're barely not good enough anymore. Anyway. Moscow Mitch.
Hi, Egypt. It is a very pretty name, Kathleen. Moscow Mitch, what's up with you? Oh my Lord, he's gonna have some issues. Oh Lordy, yeah, he's going away. That's what I've gotten before too. Payoffs from Russia, and here we go again with the hermit mode. And health issues. Lordy. Knight of Wands. Overall is the Knight of Wands for me here. That's kind of feeling like messages behind the scenes to him that we know. Going away with the Six of Swords because he's got 10 swords on his back. A lot of issues and burdens. Hiding things with that Nine of Wands.
Maybe they were put there when he tripped.
More issues and conflicts with the Five of Wands because there's a prosecutor or someone looking at him with the King of Swords. Dealings with money, Russia or other countries, China too. It's all coming out. Advances in money, things dealing with money, Four of Coins. And then the final two are the Hermit and the illness card, going to a doctor card, 8 of coins. I think he's going to get ill all over this before it's all said and done, but he's not going to have a good filing. I don't even think he's going to be in the election. If he is, it's going to be a landslide because everything comes out. But I just don't see him even coming close to getting reelected. That's my heart feeling and intuition feeling. Because everything's coming to light. You see these sun cards constantly. Everything's coming out. Everything's coming out. In trouble.
In trouble.
Big trouble.
I do have.
You want me to go, Sheila?
Oh no, I'll go ahead and go. Then you can go ahead.
Okay.
Because mine's real quick. Mine is Judgment and the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So the emotional judgment against Mitch McConnell, the Queen of Wands, which is Amy McGrath, and the Ten of Cups. People are starting to really go towards her, and people are starting to recognize that she may be something. And then the Knight of Cups. So she's got both. The Queen and the Knight of Cups. So both men and women are starting to really illuminate who and what she is, because she also got the Sun. But the judgment against about McConnell is the confusion regarding the sacrifice that everybody has done. So I remember feeling that whole feeling when he laughed about not passing or doing anything about Obama's things that he would put towards the Senate. The Senate. And I remember that moment and feeling that moment when Mitch McConnell just laughed about, he didn't get anything through because I stopped everything. It all went dead. And I remember that whole feeling of the United States, of that whole thing is everybody that has ever showed up for Obama, everybody that had voted for Obama got really angry at that. Like, how dare you treat him like that? Now we know how you treated Obama, and it's almost like the whole thing is going to come around full circle just out of that little saying what he did. But all right, go for it.
All right. Well, so my question was: is he going to trip with his hands in his pockets? Because that was such a dang funny question. And I got no, he's not going to trip with his hands in his pocket. However, he is going to end up in jail. So I guess that's
nice.
I don't know.
Very nice.
Anyway, so obviously he is super strong. He knows what's going on. We have a new emotional start being crossed by how strong it is. So I think that people are seeing what he is all about and going, just like what you said when he's laughing about, I didn't let anything get through. I didn't let his in this whole Supreme Court pick thing where, we're going to put a new Supreme Court justice in if a position comes available, but they shut down that with Obama. They wouldn't listen to that. So he's got karmic issues coming at him, and he's got a lot of harsh truth coming at him too. He's got some legal issues that are coming up that are going to see how his partnerships work. And with this, I'm seeing Elaine Chao, and they think they're hoping, hopes and fears, they're hoping that everything's good, but again, that's the last card, which is me seeing him imprisoned with the little money he has left. So even though he is enjoying a lot of money right now, he's got the 9 of Wands, and he's going on a journey.
There you go.
That's what I got.
Yeah, I've always seen him on a journey.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I can't stand that man.
Does
anybody else? Go ahead.
I said, I do like seeing him with his hands in his pocket.
While he's tripping, while I trip him.
That is so funny. I can't wait to see your next picture. You got the best pictures on your YouTube. I'm going, dang, I need to up my game.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Debbie K. Yeah, I seen Cash Peters' pictures on McConnell. I don't know why it changed. Before he was having a downfall for him, but now he sees it close. Who knows? Every time I throw on Mitch, I just feel like a downfall coming big time. I've never gotten anything good for him. Never. So I don't know. Maybe Cash seen something we didn't see. But love his pictures. It's all cool. So yeah, we might as well just throw our last one on 45, huh? Moving forward or the daily, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Let's do 45s.
I'm gonna
daily.
I'm gonna do week
show.
ahead. I'm gonna do a week ahead. Next week ahead. That's my feeling. I'm gonna do. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna feel for the week ahead.
I'm gonna do what is he feeling today?
And I think I'm going to do how do we get through what he's feeling today? How do we as citizens move?
Yep. We can hear you. You're frozen, but we can still hear you, Danny.
Oh.
I don't know why you're frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen in concentration mode. It looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah. But we can still hear you.
I have big thoughts coming through.
Yeah, that's the picture. Big thoughts.
Big thoughts.
Okay.
All right.
Still thinking.
It looks that way. I like it.
Yeah, at least it didn't freeze when I was scratching or something. So.
Picking your nose or right?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's roll this out.
All right, I'll go ahead and go, and then you guys can finish it out. What I got is, and what has showed up is proposals, the world proposals. He's really, really concentrating on his world proposals and getting away again. Because this one right here, he's running. If you can see the picture, he's running away from the castle again. And proposals and things he can get out of the whole situation. This is the woman who is pregnant with, with the illumination. But you see, what he's really contemplating on is his dominions, his people going through and contemplating some bad stuff, because the Ten of Swords, that is coming up. He really has some really anxiety, depression, and all of his thoughts are really getting dark and crazy. He really is getting crazy. He's fighting off all of the crazy. You see how he's doing that? I don't know if he's doing it with medicine or with his drug addiction or he's, but he's really fighting off some really crazy stuff today. He knows his mind. He's losing his mind. All right, I'm done. It's craziness. Okay.
Yeah, I see that. No. So I'll just go as I'm thinking about this.
Again.
I'm still thinking, but no, I have my cards. And so as we move forward with all this craziness that Trump is dealing with, and all our energy that is just, it's kind of going back to what Sheila said, stop listening to the news. The first card I pulled was the Sun card. We have to remember that we are on the right path. We are light. It's going to be better for us. We're gonna get through this, and we're going to be playing in the sun. I pulled some shaman cards and a map card, and where I get from this is we need to go into ourselves, turn off the TV, know that, keep our attitude light, our energy focused in the correct space. Don't go to the dark side. And even though there is going to be this sad embrace that is going to be around us, don't forget the sun. It is going to come through. We're going through this for a reason, and it's going to get so much better. But we've got to keep our attitude positive and vote. And that's all I'm thinking about.
Thank you. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
I'm still confused by why my throw came down as it is. Because it does feel like Danny said, more nurturing and loving rather than what's going on with 45 this week. Because I have 3-3 on top. Empress, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands. 3-3-3. Something major is coming down with 3-3-3. This is something that never happens. Empress can be a Russia card. 3 of Cups is just celebration. 3 of Wands is overseas. It also kind of like working on things energetically. Like I said, it kind of feels weird, but 3-3-3. But then we have some material stuff coming on with the Magician, King of Coins, and the Ace of Coins. New materials coming out. So that's making me feel like it's more of Mueller and that Senate intel coming on, because I did ask week ahead, but they're also gaining materials, feeling better kind of thing too. New actions, new beginnings, successes with the Ace of Swords and strength. So it's feeling like the Constitution with the strength and the rule of law is starting to make progress. Donald's not happy about it with that 5 of Cups. Here's their unhappiness coming in too. New action with the strength, things coming forward in the better mode. So I'm not feeling that 5 of Cups is, related to justice and reality. So my final 4 is something new coming in with that Page of Cups, something wanted, something loving. The 4 of Wands is being popular. Oh, we must have lost Danny there. Say goodbye to Danny, but the 4 of Wands is being social. Things coming out, action-wise, you're moving upward. The Star of Hope and imprisonment. It feels like the ultimate goal is to rid this party with that imprisonment card. So all this prosperity moving through the week is going to be feeling like it's coming to fruition. Because it's ending in what we all want. Hope for our country and justice served and imprisonment with the 8 of Swords. There's a lot of hope in that spread, more so than, negativity and we want him down. It's feeling like an energy moving to hope and getting what we want. So that's what the 45 spread ahead felt for me. But something about a 333. It might be a numerology 3-day, or something big happening on the 30th or the 29th, or something with the 333. I've never seen those together like that. It felt something was clicking with the threes. I don't know. So look for a 3, a power of 3, or a day of a 3. Add them up. I think Tuesday is a 3. If you add them up together, 8/20, what? 8/28, 2020. Is that what it is? I think that adds up to a 3.
The first thing when you said that you got the 333s, the first thing that popped in my head is things come in threes. 3 events, 3 thoughts, some things come in. There you are.
Danny's back. I just seen he was waiting. I just seen Danny was waiting.
Hey,
sorry.
there I am.
And you're back.
I just noticed you were there. Sorry, but sorry, Sheila. Well, now that you're back,
I went away and then I came back.
So
it was okay. I was done. It's
you
okay.
were
I was
done?
just thinking things come in threes. 3
Right.
events, 3 things. So that was my first thought when you said that. Now the 333, unity, the power of 3, those type of
fertility.
things. Yeah.
What was
So
it? The 3
fact
of cups. 3 of cups. We have celebration. We have fertility, and what was the other 3? The wands. Making progress. So
the 3 ascended masters.
3 ascended
There's
masters.
a lot of things. So it just looks like we're going to have a lot of spirit power helping us out. And that's the good news. If there's anything that we want to leave our subscribers and everybody in the live with, is that spirit is on this. And
Yeah, it is.
45 can't do anything about that. He cannot fight that power. It's more powerful than him. It's more powerful than us. And he can't do anything about it. He cannot manipulate spirit. So
Spirit's got enough money. They don't need any more.
Yep.
So
really
helpless.
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
So
Let's try to get deeper
alrighty.
into. I'm throwing a couple cards on the 3, just to see what I can feel more on. Is there something about 3? Or a 3-part things coming up? Like maybe we'll see some actual. The 3 of Cups was first, and then Wands, and then the Empress. So the Empress would be the ending, nurturing, loving that we need. So just throw cards on what the 3s might mean.
Okay.
And end it on that. What are the 3s?
What is the 3 karmic? I've been using these cards the whole time almost.
Have you?
I like them.
The power of 3. What's about the 3s? Something about a 3.
So do I, Susan. I see 333 all the time. I see 1111 all the time. All the time. I for some reason every time I look at the my clock or a digital clock, it says 1111 or 1101 is what it says too. I always get that one too. Constant divine power, and I'm all about numbers, so I recognize numbers a lot. All right, let's see what the 3 power of 3.
Just a few cards.
Ooh, blessings from good fortune. We got hidden tendencies, large intuition, large institutions, or overwhelming events. And the long-range thinking or traveling, what is it to be shared? That tells us that there's going to be a big event coming, but spirit and God, Buddha, whoever you believe in, is taking care of it, and that information is going to be shared with everybody. Okay, cool.
3 cards. You're in freeze mode again,
I'll go.
but you can go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I'll just, I wish you could see this. It's so awesome.
Oh.
I know. So I'm using my enchanted map deck, and the first card that I pulled was Upside Down Dragon's Lair, which is this ice. It's a castle that's covered in ice with two red eyes peering out of a dark hole, reversed. And then on top of it, I have Wide Open, which is this woman in a green flowing dress on top of a hillside with a butterfly coming down onto her head, and she's looking out over the stars. So to me, this just goes back to, we have to keep putting out our positive thoughts, and we have to trust in spirit that it is, that they have our back and that they're covering for us. And that's what I have.
Thank you, Danny.
So I used the first 3 cards. I threw out others, but I felt like I should only use 3. 4 of Wands is gaining success and action back together within a family kind of atmosphere, because it's family there. There's rabbits in the bottom. It's kind of like a union coming up with the 3. And the second one is the 10 of Swords. So this family, to get back the way it should be, is going to have to be included with a 10 of Swords moment. A lot of disaster, something's coming out with the 3, creating a choice. What choice does our 45 make? What it comes up with is his choice. Does he somehow hang on to the election again, or does he run away? But this 3, whatever it is, could be a day, could be a 3 things coming out, but there's a choice coming up. Hopefully that choice is not to stick around and destroy us, but I don't think so. But there's a choice coming up, because something's coming down with that 10 of Swords, bringing back family unity and togetherness with that 4 of Wands. So that's the 3. It could be a day. I got a feeling about a day. Whatever it adds up. I think Tuesday is a 3-day. So maybe some big info is coming down Tuesday. I don't know what day that is. I think it's a Tuesday. It's a 3-day. Or 3 events. It could be 3 events too. 3 big events. I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm getting a hit on a 3. What is this 3, right? All right, peoples. We've had 2 hours and 8 minutes of lovely time with thinking Danny there, staring off to the.
Well, when he freezes, he has great pictures when he freezes.
I'm thankful for that. See, I have angels looking out over me, helping me out here.
Absolutely.
It's too bad you had to freeze, but hey, you're still there in speech. That's all we needed.
Yeah, and most of the time I was there. So I want to thank you guys again. This was awesome. So much fun.
Oh, thank you, Danny Shay. Love your spirit.
Yep.
Love your deep thought. It's awesome. And thank you everyone that's been here today, being here with us on Coffee Time. And we'll see you next Sunday. So blessings to all. Love to all. I hope you're well and have a great Sunday. Thanks, Sheila. Salute.
Woohoo. Thank you, Sheila.
Yeah, there you go.
Scott. Peace and love, everybody.
Love, Danny. Good, man. End it. There we go. Now it's ended.
And
Danny fell away. Woohoo.
It still says it's live. It still says it's live.
Are you kidding me? Hello. Yeah, it's still going.